Hi guys, Dave here with a brand new funk guitar lesson for you. Today we're going to look at the disco classic Car Wash by Royce. A lot of fun to play this one. I've done this in quite a few bands in the past, and it's going to be a lot of fun, this one. Okay, let's go in for the lesson. So the intro starts with a unison bend. So I'm playing the 10th fret on the E, 13th fret on the B, and I'm bending the 13th fret up 2 frets, or up a tone. Play them together, and you get your unison bend. So that happens at the start. That's on the forehand. And then we're into the intro riff. 1, 2, 1, 2. So what we're doing now, on the D string, we're going to play 10, 12, 12, 10. The first two are palm muted, and you pick it like this. It's like up, down, down, up. 1, 2, up, down, down, up. Like that. Then the second bar, you're going to play 10 and 12 again, this time up, down. 1, 2, up, down, like that. And then you're going to play the unison bend again with a downstroke. So the two bars together, 1, 2, 1, 2, like that. Okay, that sequence happens 4 times, and you can keep doing that for I think 6 times in total, but actually on the 5th time round the end is just very, very slightly different. So it does the first part, 1, 2, but then on the second part he starts on the beat, so he kind of goes 10, 12 again, but it's going to be down and up, and it happens on beat 3, so it's like 1, 2. So it's just very slightly delayed from what it does on the other times round, basically. Okay, so that's the 5th time round, and then the 6th time round it does the original rhythm. So yeah, 6th time, 1, 2, 1, 2, like so. Okay, and then on the 7th time it just plays this. Just goes 1, 2. So on beat 3 you're going to play 10 and 12 down and up, like that. And then on beat 4 actually does a pull off 12 to 10 on the D string. Okay, and that is the intro. The main riff, which is used over the verse and the chorus, starts with a sliding D7 shape. So our target notes are going to be 14th fret on the E, 13 on the B, and 14 on the G string. Now you can play it with your first 3 fingers. I tend to play it with my last 3 because I tend to use my index finger to mute off the strings above. It's more of an insurance policy really rather than anything else. So if you're comfortable just playing it and just missing the other strings, then that's absolutely fine. But this is the way I do it. So I'm strumming down from 1 fret lower and then sliding into the chord. So strum, slide in, and then there's kind of 4 kind of ghost or muted strums. Down, up, like that. So I'll do that again. Like so. Then you do that again. Then 1 more slide, 2 ghosts, down and up, and then 1 more slide. So together, slowly goes like this. Like that. Over time, you don't have to put all those kind of muted strums in. Sometimes, as I'm playing it, I keep the hand moving, but I just miss the strings so that you get less scratching in between. That sort of idea. Okay, so that's the main kind of sliding chord riff that you hear. I think this is actually a separate guitar part, what happens next, but you can play it all together. So on another track you hear this. So again, a sliding dyad, if you like, or a sliding double stop. So I'm holding the 10th fret on the D, 12 on the A, and I strum down, up, down, and then I slide up 2 frets with that shape up to the 12th fret on the D and 14 on the A. Like so. So down, up, down, and then slide. Then while I'm up there, I strum it down 1 more time. Sorry, 2 more times. I do it there, 1 more time, and then I slide it down. So that part sounds like this. Like so. Then we're back to the sliding chord part. Then you get this other answer phrase on the other guitar part. So for that, I'm holding down the 11th fret on the G, 12th fret on the D, and I do a down up, then I move down 1 fret for a down, then 1 more fret with the up. So you get like so. Then we go back up to the 11th fret on the G, 12 on the D. Play that twice with a downstroke. And then slide down 2 frets. So that phrase sounds like this. Like that. Then it's going to repeat that whole section again. Now in the verse it just repeats. But on the chorus, once you play through that section again, it just misses out the last answer phrase. So it just finishes on the sliding chords. So the only difference between that and the other sliding chords section is that instead of ending on a slide, it just stops on the chord. So you go slide, 4 scratches, slide, 4 scratches, slide, 2 scratches, and then stop on the chord like that. And that's how you end the chorus. So for the bridge, starting on the G major 7 chord, so you bar across fret 10 across strings 1 to 5, and we're holding down the 12th fret on the B, 11 on the G, 12 on the D. One strum on that, then we're going to do an F sharp minor 7, that's a bar across the 9th fret, and I'm holding down 10th fret on the B and 11th fret on the D. That's going to be done with an upstroke, and then we take that whole shape, move it down for an E minor 7, and that's going to be with a down. Like that. I notice actually after the second chord, I kind of put my palm on the strings to cut it off before playing the E minor 7. Okay, basically goes down like that 3 times. Once it gets down to the E minor 7, sometimes he plays this little kind of trill. So I'm going to show you how to do that. So you've got the E minor 7 shape, and then with the little finger, you just do a hammer and pull off onto the 10th fret. And then play the second string, the B string. Like that. And then we do a hammer pull off on the G string onto the 9th fret, and then play 9 on the D string. So it's all over the E minor 7 shape. Like that, and just try and let the notes ring in as much as you can. Like that. So it does that 3 times, and then on the, it's like a G chord. Well, it is a G chord. I'm playing 7 on the E, 8 on the B, 7 on the G, and I just strum down, up, down. Like that. Then I move the shape up 2 frets for an A chord. Go. So it's down, up, down. And then 3 more downs after that. Like that. Okay. What I do after each of those, the last 3 down strums, I kind of relax the chord so that you get kind of a little cut off. So rather than it ringing like that, you get that nice kind of more punchy effect. Like that. And that's the bridge. Just 1 or 2 things to finish off the lesson. Sound wise, pretty sure he's using a Strat of some sort. On the neck pickup, I feel it's got that sort of sound to it. Usual clean sound for this sort of style of playing. Other than that, when I play, you might notice that I quite often use available fingers to kind of mute off any other strings around. Definitely makes it a lot easier to kind of control what's going on, especially when you're playing double stops. So quite often, say when I play the chord, sort of thing, I'll play it with my last 3 fingers, and I'll use my index finger to kind of choke off the strings above. So I do that for the D7 chord that happens. And for the double stops, I tend to use fingers 1 and 3 for the actual first double stop, and then I'll let my second finger kind of rest over the top string E, and it's just so that if I do clout it, you won't hear it. Now you could be very careful and just kind of just coming very close with the pick just to make sure that you don't play the other strings. But if I'm playing this all as one guitar part, I tend to find that my right hand is pretty much strumming the whole thing, so it's just easier for me to just mute off the other strings with my left hand and just keep the pulse or the groove going with my right. The same thing for the other double stop. That I use my second and third fingers, and I use my index finger again to just kind of rest over the other strings. That way I don't have to be too careful with my right hand when I'm playing the part. Okay, well I think that'll do for this lesson. I'll see you for one real soon.